Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to episode 145. I'm not even saying 145. It's 145. It just sounds cool. 15 Minutes of Genius. This is a podcast where we bring on really great entrepreneurs, people in the CPG space, and also just people that are inspiring in general from all walks of life. Doesn't have to be CPG, but we are very focused on that. Make sure to give us 5 stars on Apple Podcast or Spotify because as the last time I checked, we're still on there. We haven't been banned from it yet. I haven't said anything stupid. So make sure to support us on there. Also, the king of the castle, the Oz behind the curtain, the Sultan of Swing, we have Mark Nicholas. He is our production guy, our producer. There he is. And he's swinging back and forth. There he is. I get it. All right, so make sure to reach out to him, Mark N. at ManhattanBeachStudios.net. He is an amazing guy. In general, he's an amazing guy. Have a beer with him. But also, he does podcasting. He does photography. He does audio stuff. He does video stuff. You can run your own podcast from Manhattan Beach in the studio. It's not like I have exclusivity here. He brings in other people besides me. He has to, right, to keep the lights on. These lights that are right next to me. So make sure to reach out to him, Mark at ManhattanBeachStudios.net. So our guest is Chris Young. He is the inventor and CEO of Pocket Latte. A little bit about him. He's an advocate for a hashtag positive sum world. I looked that up, hashtag positive sum, dedicated to making a lasting impact on our community. He's currently the co-founder of Pocket Latte and he's also the co-founder of the Zero Profit Wake Up Initiative for single mothers and their children of tomorrow, which is pretty cool that he's involved in a nonprofit. One of his favorite quotes right here on his LinkedIn is a diverse mix of voices leads to better discussions, decisions, and outcomes for everyone. Networking is his hobby, so make sure to connect with him and see where it goes on LinkedIn, and I'm sure we'll also get his email, and you can reach out to him. I think it's Chris at pocketlatte.com. But irregardless, let's bring him on. Chris, how you doing?
Hey, Alex, how's it going? Nice to finally be on. I've been a fan of your products for quite a while now, so thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. I'm grateful that we were able to keep our product on the shelf for you to be a fan of it. It's a hard business, supply chain wise, sourcing overseas, making sure the product gets to shelf, make sure that it sells. It's a very tough business. It's a fun business, and but thank you for being a fan. What flavor do you usually gravitate towarwas? Because let's talk about Genius Juice, right?
Yeah, I sent you a photo of it the other day, but it was the cocoa.
Yeah, I think it was the chocolate protein, right? That one?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you're holding it. Yeah, you got that from Sprouts. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, that's one of my favorites. I like the original. That's mine, just pure coconut. The reason I do is because we started literally with just that flavor for like 4 years. That was it. It was one flavor that built us to over $1 million in revenue. So the OG,
That's wow. How come what made you decide to branch out of that eventually?
Yeah, the tables have turned. This is 15 minutes. The young podcast interviewing Alex Baer with Genius Juice. So thank you for asking, because not a lot of people ask me these questions. We found that it was hard to have presence on the shelf with only one SKU. Despite it selling, sells really well. It's still it's our top selling SKU, even with 5 SKUs. We started with it because it's simple. It represents what the brand is all about, which is simplicity, plant-based, whole coconut. It's just plain coconut, and it's just received really well. But it was hard to be noticed on shelf with only one flavor, right? So we eventually wanted to branch out. And also there are people that just was not in love with coconut. They wanted the benefits of drinking whole coconut, but they didn't like the strong coconut taste. So we decided by adding flavors like mocha, vanilla cinnamon, it kind of masks the coconut, but you still get all the benefits and the experience of drinking a coconut drink. So that's why we did it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All
All right.
right. What's your next question? Let's go. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So,
That's all for me.
yeah, the tables were turned. Now I'm going to, hold on. Okay, just turn the table back. All right. Now I'm going to start interviewing you. All right. So let's talk about Pocket Latte. There's a lot of things to unpack here in the short time that we have, especially because we took 5 minutes to talk about Genius Juice. So you have your main line, right, which is basically a pocket latte. You have a second line that you're coming out with. But let's talk about your primary line first. Tell us about what you do, why'd you do it, how is it functional, and how is it unique?
Sure, yeah, definitely. So our flagship line up until now was always we call it a coffee bar. We actually own the trademark, the original coffee bar, where we had to prove that A, coffee bar is the category, and then B, we are the original. So it's pretty much a functional chocolate. It's coffee infused chocolate, where one little square bar would give you the same energy as a full cup of coffee. And of course, it's better for you. All the coffee is natural. There's no synthetic caffeine. That was one of our biggest call outs is the synthetic caffeine component. So yeah, just real energy from coffee. It's funny. People always ask us you're with Pocky Latte. How come you're drinking coffee? But it's actually our only ally because all the energy drinks, they're the ones with the synthetic caffeine, and coffee is the only one that's actually from coffee. So we're big fans. Coffee in the morning, Pocky Latte in the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a midday boost, right? Like, you have your
Right.
coffee in the morning, you have your ritual, and I don't drink coffee, so I'm not a coffee guy, but I do love, let's say, an ice cream or a bar that has coffee infused because it's
Yeah.
enjoyable to have coffee and chocolate. It's such a great, mocha, right? That combination. So people are just basically eating these throughout the day as an energy boost. That's the functional value of this.
It is. Yes.
Cool. And then how many SKUs do you currently have in your line? Or for the layman out there, SKUs means flavors. Just letting you know.
Yeah, so the flagship is 4 flavors. We recently launched 4 more that are a oat milk latte base
Mm.
instead of a coffee and cashew butter base. So it's a little bit healthier. These right here are the new products
Yeah,
that we
Mark
are.
jumped the gun to showing your new line, but let's roll
No
into that.
worries.
So let's talk about your new line. So you have the line of
Yeah,
bars, which have been out for a few years. Let's go into your new line and let's talk about that.
sure. Yeah. So the new line, it's the first of its kind again. It's pretty much chocolate covered almonds, but then instead of chocolate, we took out all the cacao components and replaced them with like actual flavors that are Asian inspired. So the flavors that you see, the colors, everything is from the actual ingredient. There's no flavoring used. So they're Asian inspired. So we have flavors like black sesame, mango yuzu, matcha, and Vietnamese coffee. It's more of a personal thing to us because we are AAPI founded, and yeah, we wanted to lead the push for minority representation in the chocolate space and in the snack space as well.
Yeah, and something that I learned offline from you is that there are, which is shocking, that in the natural space, there are no other Asian minority owned chocolate companies. Like you are basically the first, which is shocking to even know that. So yeah, so you're the first coming out with like really a chocolate driven product, being part of the AAPI community. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just want to clarify one thing. So, I mean, there are many minority-owned chocolate companies out there, but the ones that were able to break through into mainstream.
Hmm.
So the SOPAC Whole Foods, there's 28 chocolate brands that we gathered, and out of those, there's no minority-owned companies, not even just Asian. So yeah, that's kind of the difference.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
So like literally, you've broken through. You're in Whole Foods. You're in some like larger retailers as well. So it seems like you're getting success. So what is next, right? You're releasing this second line. You're coming out. Do you want this to be more on the natural side? Do you want to start breaking through to like Asian themed, Asian markets like 99 Ranch, or
Mhm.
Tokyo Central, all the ones that I see in LA. Like, where do you want to go with this new line?
Yeah, definitely. We actually want to start this off in the mainstream channel. I know they're Asian flavors, Asian inspired, but seeing this at 99 Ranch or H Mart doesn't really do it justice. It pretty much wouldn't even stand out. So we actually want to bring these flavors to the average American, or the American that's shopping in the natural channel like Whole Foods and Erewhon and Bristol and those types of places. And then eventually, it'll go downstream to the Asian channels.
And we've seen like really interesting success. I mean, there's companies that have come out that's showing. We had like Lin Jiang on the show, right, with Yishi
Yeah,
Foods.
it's a
Sandro,
good friend.
yeah. I would imagine, like just based on what you're doing and how you're changing the food world, right, with Asian inspired, food basically and snacks.
Yeah.
And then also Sandra Rocco, who's a friend of mine, having like yuzu and calamansi and, like with Sanzo, which are Asian inspired, sparkling flavored waters, right? That really just
Mhm.
flip that entire segment on its head versus like a LaCroix, which is just very, very mainstream and Americanized. So it seems like this is a trend now. That's what I'm getting at. Like there's Asian inspired, there's foods that are favorite American like snacks, like chocolate covered almonds and like, chocolate and things of this nature, but you're putting this Asian spin on it, but really looking to bring awareness to Asian flavors in the mainstream. So, and it's seeing our customers like when they see yuzu and all these flavors, like what's their reaction? How are you educating them on what it is? Like, how are you breaking through to the mainstream with Asian inspired flavors?
Yeah, definitely. The education is definitely going to be something that we have to face. But we faced it since day one. To be honest, our products are the first of its kind. So, getting the idea across that it's like a chocolate bar that you eat, but also has coffee, and replace like your afternoon energy drink with it. It's kind of a yeah. It's been an uphill battle with education. I think this one will be a little bit easier because the flavors sell itself, the colors pop, and you see a yellow almond, a green almond, and hopefully curiosity will lead to conversion. Um, but yeah, the flavors that people might not instantly recognize, like yuzu, we put a little bit of the education on the packaging. We explain what yuzu is, what it tastes like. It's light and tart. It's kind of like a Japanese or East Asian lemon mixed with like a grapefruit. So yeah, I think from here it's really up to the customer's curiosity.
Yeah, it's curiosity converted the cat, right? I just thought of that when he said like curiosity and conversion. Cool. So I think you have a lot of great things going on with this. The packaging is great, and I think, like you said, it's really going to come down to the awareness. Where I see this brand really excelling at Starbucks. Like something spoke to me while you're talking, like the
Yeah.
fact that it's coffee infused, it doesn't compete with all the other things that Starbucks has. They don't really have anything quite like it. And
Mhm.
Starbucks is really starting to support AAPI more. Like I've heard they're in discussions for different vendors that are Asian owned. So I'm sure you've already thought about this many, many times, but maybe something to pursue. If not, you're probably already pursuing it. But I can see this as a great on the go caffeine snack that could be smack dab right in Starbucks and all their stores, and it would sell so well as well.
I agree. I agree. Yeah, we're working on something, so hopefully soon.
Yeah, Howard Schultz, because I think he stepped back in as the interim CEO. If you're listening to this, because I know you are, you're our number one fan on here. Bring this product in. Genius Juice can wait, but Pocket Latte cannot because it fits so well. I mean, it does. It fits so well in what they're offering. So it's funny how it works, right? Like I read the story about what is it called? The strudel, or what's it called? The wafer, the waffle, the wafer thing that's in there. I think it's called Rip Van Winkles or Rip Van.
Yes.
I can't
Yeah.
remember the name, but it's Rip Van something. He had to
Yeah.
chase down Howard Schultz to get this product in. It's like a snackable waffle, and he literally had to go to conferences, track down Howard Schultz, get him in a room, get him to have a conversation. It took him like I think 2 years to do it, but he finally
Wow.
had that conversation. He gave him the product, and he got it in. So
Wow.
you just never know. You never know.
I'll go talk to that guy.
Yeah, definitely hit him up on LinkedIn, and he'll tell you exactly how to get to Howard. He probably has his home address and probably has his garage code, or his security code to his house at this point. All right, so but he's not stalking him. It's all for business. All right, so let's get into our next segment here because we are running short on time, unfortunately. But this is called Rapid Fire Questions. Rapid Fire Questions. And before we go into the questions, so we'll mention at the end, but pocketlatte.com, right? People can buy it, correct?
It is, yes.
Okay, perfect. And then you're in Whole Foods, SoPac. What other regions are you in, or are you more?
Soon to be with Whole Foods. We're in about 7,500 retail stores nationwide.
Oh wow.
Mostly in the C-store channel or general gift and retail, but yeah, soon Erewhon, soon Whole Foods. Yeah.
Interesting. It's cool that you went after like that other market segment that most brands don't go after until a later stage. But you're like, this brand fits, our product fits in these stores, the C stores and the kind of the gift channels, and then gift shops, and then now you're going after more of the traditional retail and grocery. So
Exactly.
I respect the strategy. I do. Like you have to do what's best for your product and your brand, whatever the best fit is. So I totally respect that. All right, so these questions here, we're just going to go through a bunch of questions. You'll answer them. First thing that comes to your mind, let's do it. First question.
Let's do it.
Which decade is the best? The 70s for music. Is it the 70s, 80s, or 90s?
I'm a 90s baby, but I'll say 70s.
Okay, wow, old school. All right. We got some Joan Baez and Pink Floyd and Rolling Stones, even though Rolling Stones is the 60s, but right on, man. Led Zeppelin. Okay.
Yes.
Did not think you were a 70s music fan. I was thinking like 90s hip hop, R&B, and like maybe a little bit of like hard rock, but you probably like that too. So,
yeah.
All right. What do you do for exercise?
I honestly don't. I walk my dog.
Nice. You actually would enjoy golf, because there's a lot of walking. So
I do like golf. Yeah.
Oh, cool. We got to play. Yeah. Are you in LA? Where are you at? Because I can't see the screen.
Yeah.
You're in LA?
LA. Yes.
So I'm doing plug. I have a Instagram channel and TikTok called Genius Golfing, and I take people out that I meet on LinkedIn to go golfing. Then I make a video of it, and then I post it. So I just did one of Max Bauman from Basemakers. I'm doing one of Gavin Lindy, who is like a sales guy that's on LinkedIn for CPG. So, yeah, I'll take you out, man. We'll go somewhere.
Yeah.
What part
Sounds
of LA
great.
are you in?
Pasadena.
Pasadena. Okay, so Wilson Harding, Griffith Park. That's
I'm out in the coast all the time. So yeah.
Sweet, cool, man. Hit me up. Let's do it. Just as long as it's under $40 a round, I'm good. It has to be public. If we go private, I'll go broke. All right. So I can't even get into a private course. They won't even let me through the security gate. All right. Believe me, I've tried. Movie you can watch an unlimited amount of times.
Unlimited. I don't know about a movie, but TV show House of Cards.
House of Cards.
Does that count? Yeah.
Awesome show. Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
I was going to say chocolate. Wow. Look at you, man.
Well, if it's flavored things, then yeah, vanilla. But if it's like eating a chocolate bar, then of course I like chocolate.
Okay, with something like coffee, something like that, right? Something like coffee and chocolate. Goes good, right? I think it goes good. All right, you built your company on it. Favorite country to travel to?
I've probably South Korea.
Okay. And favorite Star Wars character?
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader. Wow. You got this other side to you. You're saying vanilla instead of chocolate. Like this nice guy. I'm thinking you're going to say like fucking Chewbacca or like Luke Skywalker. No, Darth Vader. Like, I'm going to crush the competitors, like just behead them with my lightsaber, There's another side to you. It's coming out here in this interview. A good side. It's a very competitive, fierce. So, all right, let's keep going because I'm probably making you feel uncomfortable here. What is your
No, you're
what is your spirit animal?
a wolf.
A
I
wolf.
know that's
Okay.
boring. Yeah,
Now, I could see a wolf. Wolf. They're ferocious, yet they're very careful at the same time. So I
yeah,
was gonna say tiger, but wolf
tiger.
works well. All right.
Unless a Homo sapien counts.
Say that again.
Unless a Homo sapien counts.
Homo sapien, that kind of counts. I mean, we're all somewhat Homo sapiens. All right. I think we're animals, right?
Yeah,
So, do you like to drive an SUV, a coupe, or a truck?
I've only had 6 coupes, so coupe.
6 coupes. Wow. Are you getting like the mini coupes? Are you getting just a normal coupe? Are you getting a Bolt? Like what kind of coupes do you like to drive?
Just normal, I guess. Yeah,
Cool. For food, salty or sweet?
sweet, definitely.
Cool. I'm glad that you answered something that lines up with what you're offering. I like salty. I hate anything sweet like chocolate. Like I'm like half expecting to say that. I'm just kidding. All right. Favorite day of the week and why?
Friday.
Friday. Nice.
Yeah, just because, end of the week. And I actually work through the weekends, but I like it when the office is empty so I can, concentrate and, yeah, just get more work done.
Exactly. I like working really late at night because that's when I get a lot of things done. Like,
Yes.
it sucks when I do it because I feel tired the next day, but like 1, 2 in the morning, if like I have that extra energy or if I'm just eating pocket lattes at like midnight so I can stay up, like 1 a.m., you think much more deeply and vertically about your business and you can just get everything done and there's no distractions. It's pretty magical, but it's also brutal the next day. So that's
It's a thing. It's a thing.
it's a
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I mean, we're entrepreneurs. We're on 24/7. All right, Uber or Lyft?
Lyft.
Cool. LeBron James, Michael Jordan, or Kobe? Best of all time, greatest of all time.
Kobe.
I would agree with you. Terminator
Hey.
1, yeah. I saw this great sketch, this artistic sketch of Kobe that was by a local artist in Encino on a restaurant
Mhm.
wall that was selling for $300, and I almost bought it because I'm like, there's nothing else like this. It shows him, it shows his jersey, it shows him on the court like hitting a three, and it was like by a local artist. There's only one of them. It's an original
What?
piece, $300, and it looks so
Wow.
good. I mean, I should have bought it. Anyway,
Yeah. Should
shoulda,
have.
coulda. I'll try to go
Should have.
back
Could
there. All right. Terminator 1 or Terminator 2? Which one do you like more?
I honestly don't think I've watched them.
Oh my God. Okay, forget.
Sorry.
What we're gonna do is I'm gonna take you out for golf, and then we're gonna have an iPad on the golf cart and watch Terminator 2. Okay, so we're gonna knock two out, one stone. All
Sounds
right.
good. Sounds good.
Favorite food or drink if you're stuck on a deserted island? You cannot say pocket latte, and you cannot say genius juice.
Steak.
Steak. Simple.
Yeah.
Simple and good. Right
Yeah.
on. So that is rapid fire questions. Chris Young, apologies to everyone for all the randomness. I'm getting to many interviews in one day, and I become a little bit random. So, but it's all good. It's entertainment. So if anyone wants to buy your product, it's pocketlatte.com. It's available for people that are going to more of the retail mass market stores in their neighborhood. Where can they buy it currently?
Sure. Yeah. So we're doing tests right now with 7-Eleven and Circle K.
Okay.
So in the C-store channel, it would be there. In the natural channel, we have launches coming up with Fresh Time, Erewhon, Costco, hopefully Whole Foods, and yeah, a few others.
Cool. All right. So I think so. 7-Eleven, is it in every single one right now, or just
Not yet.
regions?
No, it's
Okay.
it's just a test.
Oh, it's
We're
a
in every
test.
Hawaii. Yeah.
Oh, okay, got it. So, and then the easiest thing is just buy it online. It's easy for you to ship it. It's not
Yeah.
not refrigerated. It's light. So I'm sure you're doing a lot of online sales. And so yeah, make sure to order it. Check it out. It's a great product. I've had it. And yeah, so Chris, thanks for joining us on episode 145. And yeah, man, we'll get on the course soon and have a wonderful night. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate it.
Got it. All right. Thanks for sharing your story. It's an amazing story. Just, the AAPI, having pride for that. business owners in the AAPI community that are coming out and creating their own businesses. I'm a minority too. I'm Jewish, so it's really inspiring to see other entrepreneurs that are coming on the scene and creating really, ethnic-inspired foods to the mainstream. It's great. All right, so big plug to Mark Nicholas, Mark at ManhattanBeachStudios.net. There it is. Okay. I was like, Mark, you're slipping. You didn't post it in time, but he did. He's good. All right. I'll never doubt you again, Mark. You posted it on time. So make sure to reach out to him, Mark at ManhattanBeachStudios.net. And I think that's really it. So what's that last thing? I'm scratching my head. Stay caffeinated and genius, my friends.
Genius for life. Coconut smoothies coming at you.